Now, let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Greg Shapiro, and let's queer up the USA view. Trump zeroes out public media, saying the NPR PBS Grift has ripped us off for too long. The White House issued a scathing post last night calling for an end to taxpayer funding for NPR and PBS, long-standing public media institutions that many in the LGBTQ community trust for balanced coverage. The article, titled "The NPR PBS Grift Has Ripped Us Off for Too Long," accuses both outlets of spreading what it calls radical woke propaganda disguised as news. It calls out LGBTQ-related programming, including a Valentine's Day feature on queer animals, a PBS documentary supporting reparations, and a drag queen segment on a children's show. Trump said, quote, "Taxpayers' funding of NPR's and PBS's biased content is a waste," end quote. PBS and NPR also criticized for refusing to cover the Hunter Biden laptop story in 2020, reporting on genderqueer dinosaur enthusiasts, and in the article's words, suggesting doorway sizes reflect latent fatphobia. Notably, the Post derides NPR's effort to educate teens with content like Queer Ducks, which explored animal sexuality. While many in the LGBTQ community see public media as one of the few places telling their stories authentically, this latest attack underscores growing political hostility. At a time when queer youth face rising censorship and discrimination, public media remains a rare, safe space, one now in the political crosshairs. Just for the record, there is nothing new about this. The Republicans have been trying to demolish NPR and PBS for years.
Yeah. Yes.
And since MAGA gets all its information from unreliable and dishonest news sources, NPR and PBS continue to get stuck in their craw.
Right.
And when grifters use the word grift, that's just another example of classic Trump speak. Grifter.
It's so funny
really
bring
feel
up the queer animals, but aren't you the ones saying that being gay is not natural? But here we have it, and God's created Earth with all these animals that naturally have it occurring.
Well, that's why he doesn't want it on there.
Because you can't deal with the fact that we're beating you at your own game. You give us a point, we knocked it out. Next.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think that, PBS, I was a kid and was watching educational programming on PBS, and that was back when there was only like 4 TV channels or something. But, there's a whole educational component that is not like regular cartoons. It's educational program created for kids to learn and to learn about the world.
Mm-hmm.
But they wanted to learn about the world that they want them to know about.
And I don't want to live in a world where we don't have publicly funded television, art. It's not safe. It's not safe to not have that.
Right.
Or did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's the big LGBTQ story for today. There's no other queer non-profit media platform like this in the entire world.